Leadership Summit and Top Education Grants. Today I have with me Mr. Alakh Pandey, who is the founder and CEO of Businessworld. Thank you so much for joining me today. And
Thank you so much for inviting.
So, first question we have to ask you, can you just tell the audience in your own words a little bit about your journey starting Businessworld and how has it been so far?
So, PW was founded in 2020 officially, but unofficially I am working on it since 2014. So, my name is Alakh Pandey. I am born and brought up in Allahabad, so I belong to a financially poor family. I couldn't go to the IIT's coaching where the fees are very high. So, I went to my college in Kanpur in third year, dropped out, and then made a decision that the cost of education should be low so that it's affordable, reachable for all the students. So, I started teaching in an offline model. For 3 to 4 years I was there. Then I realized the reach is less. So, I went on online, went on YouTube and worked hard on YouTube, made education free, the IIT content, NEET content free for physics at least, and became India's largest IIT JEE NEET YouTube channel. And then we came on the app. On app we launched the full IIT JEE NEET courses, tests, doubts, everything, and then we expanded different categories like we went for UPSC, we went for bank, SSC, railway, skills, computer science and everything else, and making education affordable so it can reach everyone, and of course maintaining the quality because at the top I still am an educator.
And also opening physical centers, of course.
Of course, the physical
You've done
centers.
everything. You've
Yes.
been on online platforms, you've had apps, and now also physical centers.
Yeah.
And then also expanded your.
Yeah, the physical centers are also of two types. There is one hybrid and one is full offline. So they have all those choices which we have to make.
It's very impressive. Do you have any more plans of expansion or scaling up? Like, what can we expect to hear from PW?
You can expect the unexpected from PW. So anywhere where students are not happy, where students are tormented by high fee, where students are not getting that much quality, that much quality driven education, there PW will be present. So recently we did a lot of categories, like I said previously, we went into UPSC, and UPSC courses were like of lakh, 2 lakh even in online, and we democratized it for like 7,000 or something. Similar for banking, SSC, then we went for PW skills, then law, then we went for yes, of course, the offline, the hybrid. The next will be, I think, something around university.
Oh, that's very exciting.
Yes, because I have been a dropout, and I realized there is something missing in college education, where you see students preparing for examination only 7 days before the examination, and what they are taught there in their courses is not relevant what is useful in the industry. So we want to create industry-led courses.
Absolutely, skilling gap is something that's discussed so much, especially over the past 2 years.
Yes.
It's been a really, really big space that needs to be filled. But I want to also ask you, like in the last few months, in the last year, EdTech sector, startup sector has seen a lot of shake-up. Why do you think BW is doing really well? What do you think you're doing right? And what advice do you have for the EdTechs?
Advice? I don't think I'm mature enough to give anyone any kind of advice. All our fellow are doing phenomenal, and they are putting their hearts out in their startups. What I feel why PW is doing good, because we are still sticking to the basics of education. At the top, an educator is sitting. So our fundamental is like there are some particular lines which I can say. Like we say, every penny spent in PW is for students' welfare. So we don't spend too much on marketing cost. We don't do that hype marketing. We spend more on education, on teachers. And if you see what is missing from EdTech, I feel education and technology, both are missing. Only the business part is there. So we are focusing on the basics, education and technology. So we focused on education from my side, and then my co-founder Pratik Maheshwari, he focuses on the tech side. And I think there is a high need of enabling tech into education, more in offline. If you see the offline centers, they have not anywhere revolutionized in terms of technology. There are no tech related support there, and this year we are coming with a lot of technology in offline as well. So I think sticking to the basic, follow education and technology, the business will flow.
And technological infrastructure is something also that the country is definitely working on, trying to build that up to reach into deeper parts of the country. Of course, that's a very, very big part of it. But also want to ask you a little bit about your business model. You have kind of touched upon it. But can you tell me what, because you said you have reasonable prices, how are you able to keep such reasonable prices?
So yeah, there comes tech. Now comes the technology part. I'll speak a lot about education. So with technology, now you have the freedom to reach to the interior parts of India, reach to the tier 3 cities. And having technology, having a lot of automation, a single teacher can teach like 30,000 kids in a class. So that manages the P&L, what you are asking. So with the volume, we can lower down the price. But then comes the question of personalization, that one teacher teaches 30,000 kids, how are they personalized, how are they doubt solved? So for that we developed a separate doubt engine and a Sarthi product, small products, where we used a lot of tech, lot of automation, lot of AI learning, what kind of doubts students are asking, and then you create a pool of those doubts and you push those doubts, then you create custom doubts, custom question answers, and lot of tech enabled features are there, like creating polls in the class, creating engaging, focusing more on data. Data is everything, and when you start relying on data, things start working out. So we have like a live polls in the class which tells the sentiment of the class. So I think with tech, we are able to lower that fees.
Yeah, and you're doing both those things. So you did say that cost was like a major thing that you wanted to focus on. Tech was a major thing. A lot of changes are happening in the country right now, education-wise. What would you like to see happen more? Like not from Businessworld in general, but in general in the education sector. Whether it's in primary education, secondary or higher education. What change would you like to see happen?
I think if I speak for school, what I have seen in private schools basically, maybe in government schools as well. In private schools, what I have seen, the teachers are not paid enough, which is a big problem. So you are not paying enough, you are not getting good talent. And if you talk about government schools or even the private schools, how the teacher is recruited, first he or she has to go for graduation, then for post graduation or something, then the B.Ed program, then the TET, then the school entrance. By that time he is like finished, and then you are offering a very low salary to person who has traveled so much. I think that barrier should be removed and the barrier should be low. For example, in EdTech there are no barriers. Someone who is able to teach to their students is interviewed with us. There is a knowledge test, there is an interview test, there is a demo round, and then go and teach. We don't ask teachers what degree you have. What degree I have? I am 12th pass. And a lot of students love me. A lot of students love a lot of our teachers who don't have so much excellent degrees. So I think a lot of hurdles around degree is there. Around skills, no one is talking. Again, the same thing. So I think those kind of teachers are missing because of the lack of degree and too many complications, too many compliances in the process. Are talking for schools, because in schools teachers are the major factor, and of course a lot of technology is missing in schools. So that is one thing. And if we talk about college, I think for college a lot is wrong. First is the curriculum that is not industry led at all. We study something else in college, then we come out on field and see that nothing is relevant. You have to learn new things from these basics from zero. So I think there the curriculum must be updated. And of course for college and skills also, I think employable skills are not being taught. We are still taught the syllabus that has been irrelevant 30 years ago. So you are taught that this machine works when it used to work 30 years ago like this. Now you have to write it in the exam and then forget it. So I think those things to be eliminated from college as well, and lot of different skills can be taught in colleges as well. I feel the future is like some digital university, digital skills, and degree will be relevant in next 2 to 3 years. I'm not saying anyone to drop out from degree for sure, but in next 2 to 3 years, I think skills will dominate over degrees.
Absolutely, I think you make an excellent point there. In fact, I've also found that teachers who have struggled in school themselves tend to be better at educating other people.
Yes.
They know where the problems lie.
Yes.
My final question to you is, and this is an education piece, what is your personal philosophy on education?
What is my personal philosophy?
Personal philosophy, like what do you believe?
I believe education is the fundamental right of every Indian sitting out there, every student in any corner of the world sitting out there, and education is the tool that can help anyone to fight poverty and come up front like me. So I believe that education should either be free or at lowest cost, and it should be worth quality.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That
you.
was really, really well said.
Thank
Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations once again.
Ah.
We hope to hear a lot more from you.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you.